Good morning, everybody. Carrie down here in Texas. Hope you're having a great day today. Man, I woke up this morning and the weather overnight did a 360. We had a bad storm come through Texas last night. I think pretty much everywhere in North and East Texas. It was a big storm. Lots of people are going to have problems today with their houses and their roofs because it was a big storm. I know of at least 3 already. And that's not good. Not a good way to start today. But I guess it's Old Man Winter's final gasp at one last hurrah for the winter season. So anyways, it is what it is, right? Mother Nature is going to do what Mother Nature is going to do. And we just have to be prepared and do diligent and all those good things to survive her wrath sometimes. And down here in Texas, we have a lot of wrath sometimes. We have really, really high winds. In North Texas, I believe yesterday, where I used to live up near the Fort Worth area in a small town about 30 miles west, they had 70-mile-an-hour winds yesterday. Think about that. That's massive. 70-mile-an-hour winds. Holy moly. And then down here if you come down the state from North Texas and follow the highways down past Waco and all of that, that's where you get tornadoes. So not only do you get the really high winds up north, but you get the tornadoes too because of the high winds, right? And then as you come down the corridor, as we call it, from the north to the south, and you get down near the Gulf Coast, Houston area, not only do you have the same type of storms with the tornadoes. We don't get the really high winds like that, but we do get the tornadoes down here. Then you have to add all the little wonderful jewels that we get from the Gulf Coast. And what I mean by that is the wonderful tornadoes and hurricanes that we get out of the Gulf. Then, let's see, on top of that, we also get flooding here in Texas because Houston is sinking, as we all know, so is Louisiana and a lot of other places in the world. But, so we're sinking, and so we get these floods that come in, and it's no wonder that the insurance rates here in Texas are through the roof, and everybody is screaming right now because the rates are ridiculously high. And I get it. I'm an insurance agent. I deal with this every day. In Texas here since 2021, so 3 years, our rates have doubled. So in 2021, for a 300,000 homeowners policy to cover your dwelling that's worth 300,000. Sorry, I didn't say that very well. In 2021, you were paying about $1,800 a year for a really good policy. Not anymore. Now you're paying $3,400. And I know this firsthand because that's what happened to my own insurance. And when I reshopped it to see what I could find, because I got a 100% rate increase this year, I shopped it with over 20 other insurance companies that I have at my disposal as an insurance independent agent. And there was not one carrier that I could find that had a similar type policy What I mean by that is the same coverages that had an A rating or higher. Because I won't deal with companies that don't have at least an A rating, because that tells me that they can't pay their bills and that they're not financially solvent. And I don't want to put myself or anybody else in a situation where they're working with an insurance company that can't pay their bills. It's that simple. And that's what happens all the time, is people get stuck in this, in their head, that they can't afford these premiums, and so they go shop around on their own, and they say they find this great insurance policy and it saves them money. But then they have a claim and they realize, oh my gosh, it's not covered because I bought a subpar policy. Or they have a catastrophe and the insurance company can't pay their claim because the insurance company is so insolvent and doesn't have enough money to pay their claims. This is why insurance companies in the state of Texas are now leaving the state of Texas, because they have become insolvent. They can't pay their bills. That is where we are. So good morning. Thank you for joining me on that really bad note. So you're getting ready with me this morning. Thank you. I so appreciate that. What have I done? Okay, I've done my moisturizer. I have done my collagen treatment. I have used my primer from e.l.f. Cookies and Cream. I've used my Milani bronzer. I have used my KVD Fantastic foundation. This is remarkable. I know I say this every time, but it is amazing. I just can't get over. I cannot get over what it does to my face. It just makes me look 20, 25 years younger. I'm not exaggerating, because I'm hearing that from people who are like, what are you doing? How come your face looks so different? And there's two reasons. My collagen treatment that I'm using from my mental wellness company, without a doubt, has changed the texture and the way my skin looks, appears, and reacts. That is the first and most important part, for sure. And then my foundation that I have found, this KVD, is just truly remarkable. It just blows me away. Absolutely blows me away. What a wonderful product it is, and how well it covers and smooths out my face, and it's just amazing. I don't get speechless a lot, and I'm a pretty pragmatic person, but this stuff is just remarkable, and I wish I had looked into it earlier, because I think that it is also one of the big reasons why my skin is doing so much better, because it's nourishing my skin. I don't know what is in it, and I'm just guessing, but the difference in my skin is remarkable, and it's for those two reasons. What I use for my collagen, but then also using this remarkably luxurious product. And it was, it wasn't over $100, but it was $40. That's a lot of money for a foundation when you can go buy it at the grocery store for, $6 or $7. But I'm also 60, and I have to be realistic that I have, I'm at a stage in my life at my age where I really need to be using products that are going to enhance my skin. And so I am totally okay with spending more to get a really good product that's going to improve my skin. So what I'm doing now is I'm using this beautiful gray palette. I'm wearing grays and blues today, so I'm going to go all gray. I'm not going to put any blue on today. I'm going to go all gray, and I'm using this wonderfully great LA color palette. I love this color palette because look at the grays. They're just beautiful. Grays and purples are in that palette. And I am now going to come in with my fluffy brush And I'm going to just blend that all out. I've got some fallout, so I have to come in and pick up my fallout. I forgot to put some powder down, so I'm gonna have to come back in now with a brush and go underneath my eyes with some powder and put that under there. And then I'm going to sweep it all away here in a minute. I'm just trying to pick up all that mess that I just made there. And I made a mess. But that's okay. It's all fixable. All right. So we're going to sweep that off in just a little bit. I'm going to come in and I'm going to pick up my beautiful Charlotte Tilbury blush highlighter palette. Put that up on my cheeks. Now remember, I do this, this is sort of my baseline blush, and then I will come back in and I will finish it all off with my my NARS or my Christian Dior, depending on which one I have in my little pocket over there, to finish the top part of my blush once I seal all my makeup with my finishing powder, which I will do here shortly. My goodness, I don't know if anybody of you guys have noticed on the news lately, since you are, if you're obviously watching this, you are interested in fashion and makeup and all that good stuff. And something really, really scary happened in our industry in the last week. And it is incredibly sad when you hear of such a terribly barbaric act on a human, caused by a human, but caused by a loved one in particular. It's devastating. I don't know if you've heard about it or not, but the beautiful model in Hong Kong, her name was Abby Cho. Just a beautiful woman. She had 4 children. She was only 28. And I gather she and her family got into an argument. This would be her soon-to-be ex-family, because she was getting a divorce. And she was asking them to leave the property that she had purchased. Hong Kong prices are extremely, extremely high, and it's very hard to find, apparently, places to live. And I am not, by any stretch of the imagination, defending these people. But they lured her to a flat, and then they murdered her, and then they dismembered her body. The depravity of some humans is just staggering. And it shows us and confirms for all of us that there is serious evil in the world, and the devil's presence is strong, and it is incredibly sad for these beautiful children now who have lost their mother, and they're going to lose their father, because the father and his family is who murdered her. They're all in custody. So not only have they lost their mother, now they're going to lose their father as well. And it's all over money. The root of all evil. The root of all evil. Money. It's just staggeringly sad. Staggeringly sad that anybody could do that to somebody else and think that it's okay. And I just am so incredibly sad for her family. She was such a beautiful, apparently she was such a beautiful soul. And she was extremely popular in Hong Kong. And I just can't imagine, you know, how are her children ever going to get over such a horrific, how are they ever going to get over that? How are they going to get their head, how are they going to ever get their mind around that? My mom was murdered by my dad and my grandparents and my uncle, and then they cut her up and dismembered her, put her in soup bowls, for God's sakes. You know, I know there is punishment, and I know they'll be eternally on fire, but that's not good enough. You know, I mean, I don't know what the laws in China are, or how they're going to deal with these people, but I hope whatever it is that they come down on them and they just, I don't know if they have the death penalty in China. I don't know enough about them to be able to answer that question, but whatever it is that they do, it's not going to be enough for, just, you know, if you just stop and think, what did that poor woman go through? What did she go through? Did she know what was happening to her? I mean, those are the kinds of stories that you hear about that keep you up at night, because the depravity of it is so incredibly horrible. I just, it's so incredibly sad. And as a community, as a beauty community, you know, I feel like we should be all standing up and saying that we don't support domestic violence at all. And I just wish her family Godspeed. And I appreciate the fact that you came in today and you got ready with me. I've got everything finished now. I've done my lipstick. I've done my grays. You can see the really pretty gray. I have taken my really big brush here, and I'm just making sure that I don't have any of that fallout underneath there yet, or still, and I don't. And just dusting my face with my setting powder. And that's it for today. Let me get my eyeballs on and let's see how we did. Hope you have a blessed day wherever you are. Tell each other how much you mean to each other. Love each other. We've got to have more of that in the world for us to survive. I pray for her family that they find peace and comfort, and her children find some happiness in their life. And I hope those who did this to her are punished with all the full weight of the force in China. I pray for you that you have a blessed day. We're almost at the weekend. It's March. Old man winter down here is definitely giving it one more go today. I pray wherever you are, you're having a wonderful day. You have a great week. You've had a productive week. And thank you for stopping in today and getting ready with me. I sincerely appreciate your support, your encouragement. And please don't forget, make sure you like and subscribe. That's really important. Hit that bell so you know the next time I post a video. And please leave me a comment if there's something you'd like me to talk about. I'm absolutely happy to do that. Remember, at this channel, my name is Carrie Devlin Scroggins, and this channel is designed to help you successfully have it all. I believe we can do that. With support, courage, faith, and love, we can have it all in our lives. God bless everybody, and I will catch up with you in my next video. Have a great day.